Hey, this is Rick from Hiking Emergency Beacon, and today I'm testing out the Garmin inReach Mini 2 again, and this time I'm testing it with following a route and following it in reverse. So I'll let you know about that, how it goes in just a second, but please like, subscribe, share, and turn on notifications so you'll be alerted as soon as I put out new videos. And leave a comment below, because I would love to have thoughts about other things I have not tried or what works and doesn't work on it, because that helps me give you better reviews and better information. So what I've done here today is I've already set a route at home. I put the route in on a map. I made it in yellow, and I'll put some screenshots up so you can see everything I'm talking about. And I put some waypoints, and it's about a little less than 5 mile trail, but I had the route in there. And so I set navigation up and by route, and then I scrolled through each one, and it shows all the different routes I've already made. And I have 28 or 29 or 30 different Colorado segment trails. And so what I did though is I wanted to try navigating by route in reverse, and it does. So you can go in the direction you created the route, or you can go in the reverse direction. So I did. It put me right on the trail, showed my tracks. What was great is even on this Garmin inReach Mini itself, it shows you the route. Now it doesn't show you a map, but it shows you the route, and it shows your arrow on it. And then it showed me following this route exactly. All right, I'm back at the trailhead here. I'm going to now navigate by route, and I know I have this route in here already. In fact, let me put a screenshot up here. All right, so there's a screenshot. Now let's see about navigating by route. I'm going to go counterclockwise, so let's see if it lets me do that. I've seen it before where you can see there's start tracking. I'm not going to track this time. I'm going to navigate, and then you can navigate by waypoints, TracBack, course. There's courses, so let's go to courses. I'm at Dawson's Butte. So they're just going to start in alphabetical order. There's all the first. Let's go down to Dawson's Butte. Now I've got the Colorado Trail in here every segment, so I got to get through all those. There it was, Dawson's Butte. It's 4.74 mile trail. So I'm going to select that. Now it says go, right? But it also says reverse course. So I'm going to go reverse course. And you can say view on map. Let's see what view on map does real quick. Oh, there it is. Isn't that great? See, you can actually navigate by a map on your device. It won't show the topo map or the area or a satellite map, but it does show it. So let's go back. We're gonna go up. There's view details. Let's go see what view details is. Let's have some fun here. Distance, 4.74 miles. Time, 1.53, 93 points. Let's go back again. Oops, there, I hit OK instead. Let's go up. We're gonna do reverse course, right? Loading course. Start tracking. I want to track also, so hey, why not track? Now I'm tracking in a 2-minute interval. If I were out on a real long hike, I would go probably 10-minute interval to save battery life. So I'm gonna select OK. Now see, it's telling me to go left here. The clockwise goes to the right. Counterclockwise goes to the left, and it's telling me to go left. So let's start walking here, see what happens. So you always point in the direction of the antenna, basically. You can set it towards north is up, but I like setting it to where I'm pointing is up. All right, so I'm gonna test this a little bit, and I'll get back with you. What I really like about Garmin right now is like when you're using the app, and I'll put it up on the screen, it shows like the trail, the route is red, but then behind you is blue, so where you've already gone. I really like that. So I got about 0.3 miles out, and then I thought, well, let's test it. Let's see if I'm going the right direction, but I get off route. Maybe I'm following an animal that I've seen I want to take pictures of, or I'm hiking, I want to see a waterfall, whatever it might be. So I went off route, and sure enough, it gave me an audible alert, and then it gave me squiggly lines for the trail and an X showing me I was going in the wrong direction. I kept going and did an audible alert again. As soon as I turned around and was pointed back, and you could see my tracks, on the device itself, and then on the Garmin, not on the Garmin, on my smartphone, you could see everything. But I was trying to do all this testing without using the smartphone, but I'll show you images of all of it. But as soon as I turned around and started going back the way I came, it showed the squiggly line again, but this time it didn't show an X. It showed I was going in the right direction. So we're on the trail right now, right here. But I'm going to head off over here, off the trail. Now, even though I'm navigating by a route, I'm going to head off down this through this pasture, and I'm going to see if it gives me an audible alert that I'm off the trail. It's a little windy out here, so I apologize for the wind noise, but let's see if we get an audible alert when I go off trail. There you go. It says off course. Where is it? I'm gonna do this again so you hear it again, and sometimes it shows there it is. See, it's on course. It's telling me to go back. Let me go farther, and it'll tell me. It'll put an X on that, and it'll say off course, and then there'll be an X on it to show you're going the wrong direction. You can't see it really good right here. Let's see if I can get a good shot of it when I hear the beep again. There you go. See the X right there? See, I'm off course. It's telling me to turn around. So now I'm going to turn around. And I see it's there showing my track. Now, I'm going to stop right here. And I'm going to track back to starting points. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what happens here. I've got my big buck, or I'm hiking, or I'm now lost because I took some cool trail to some waterfall, but I couldn't find it. Let's see what happens here. Stop navigating. So now I'm back to just seeing tracks. I'm going to hit OK again. Now I'm going to hit navigate. Now it gives me things here: waypoints, TracBack, courses. Now I'm going to go TracBack here, because TracBack is how you get back to your starting point. It's loading my course. Now this should ignore the route now, and then give me the points that I came, how I came out here. I've only gone maybe 0.3 miles or so. So let's see what it says when this course gets loaded. There it is. Well, it's still showing, no, 0.3 miles. So see right there, it says 0.3 miles. Now I can zoom in on this. Pan, see this pan right here? Got an arrow down. I'm gonna hit pan. There's a plus and a minus on the screen. So I'm gonna hit plus, and I'm gonna zoom in. You can see all those tracks that's laid down. All right, I'm gonna zoom out one. I'm actually gonna go back. TracBack, loading course. Let's see how this works now. I already had the course loaded. Okay, so there's my arrow. Oh, I didn't hit go. All right, so now I'm gonna hit go. All right, now there's my tracks, right? It says I'm 2.1 miles. Again, I think Garmin, the device keeps these temporary tracks for a while. So even though I've gone probably 2 miles today, I've only got about 0.3 miles to get back. So let's see how this works right now. It should just keep me pointed up here. Now I'm gonna also look at what it shows on my on the app itself on my phone. Let's take a look real quick. All right, so on the app, the red route went away. Now it's showing the route as yellow, as I made it yellow when I created it. And then it's showing blue, showing my tracks back. So it is tracking back. Now see, it's telling me I'm off course again. I'm just standing here, so I'm not off course. Maybe saying, hey, get your butt going, get back. But anyway, it's good that it gives you information, but you can see I'm going basically the right direction. So let's see how it works getting back to my starting point. So then I got back on trail, followed the trail all the way back to the starting point, kept me right on it. It goes off a little bit, maybe 20, 30 feet, but it keeps you right there. It'll get you back to safety. I got all the way back to the trailhead. Of course, I knew where I was all the time. This is a test for you guys. and it just worked great. One time it actually gave me another alert that I was on trail. It's actually when I was off the trail, I had alerts I was off, and then when I got back on the trail, then it gave me another alert and it said on course. I believe it was on course. You'll see it on the screen. All right, I'm almost back to the trailhead. See the cars right there, and you can see the route right there. I'm looking left down the route, so see it's actually showing me pointing the off trail. But it's brought me back to my starting point, so it's worked really well. This test using the route on the way out and then tracking back, it works way better than the Garmin inReach Mini, because it gives you audible alerts and shows if you're off trail or on trail, and not just showing where your location is. It shows you with the X if you're going the wrong way, and if the squiggly lines with the X going the wrong way, and then another squiggly line kind of showing the trail right without the X if you're going the right direction. Some really great innovation and work by Garmin. All right, I'm back, and I'm going to stop tracking now so you see it here. Say hit OK, stop navigating. There we go, back to the home screen. Let me go wrap this up now. Tell you what I really think. So another great test. So Garmin's just done a fabulous job with the Garmin inReach Mini 2, all the upgrades. It's easy to get around on the device itself, super easy to get around on the smartphone if you're synced, and then you have the option to have to both, where you can see the big maps on your phone versus what you can see on the device. So if you were going out for a longer trip, I would try to not use your phone very much, but it's so handy. You know, before on the Garmin inReach Mini, it didn't show the tracks on the device, and of course neither of them show maps on the device, but this one shows actually the route, and it shows you where you've gone. So even if you've gone somewhere and you're on a route, it shows your tracks. If you get off the route, it shows your tracks. I mean, wherever you go, it shows tracks, and then if you want to track back, it tells you and it shows you how to follow your tracks back. This device is worth every penny. I mean, it is my favorite device. Now, if I were going on a long hiking trip or some outdoor adventure, I would go with the Garmin inReach Explorer Plus. It has I think it has a longer battery life. I'll put the difference in the battery up on the screen. It's a larger device. The maps and everything, the altimeter, the barometer, everything, it's just better. It gives you a little more accurate information for longer trips. But when you're out for a short 2-3 day camping trip or hiking, or you're out for a day trip, a day hike, man, you cannot beat the Garmin inReach Mini 2. Love it, and I highly recommend it. It is my go-to #1 satellite messenger that I use all the time unless I go for a long outdoor adventure. Thanks for joining me here on Hiking Emergency Beacon, and please like, subscribe, share, and turn on notifications so you'll be alerted as soon as I put out new videos. And please leave a comment. I love them because it really helps me, especially if you're asking a question about how well something it does, or if I've not tried it. I love those because it helps me to do a lot better job of doing more in-depth reviews and helping you understand the device if you own it or you're thinking about buying it. And I'll see you back out here in Colorado next time.